Hello and welcome to part 4 of the series on where are black people in this country going, and in particular the African Caribbean community here in Leicester. So where are black people in this country going? Brothers, sisters, friends, we are a great race, and our community is made up of great individuals, and when we set our minds to do something, we always rise to the top. However, our community is going through difficult times at the moment. There is something happening in the Highfields. There's something happening in Leicester. There's something happening in the UK that demands that we take action before we disappear under the weight of our inaction and become invisible to important organizations, irrelevant to political systems, and be consumed by our own self-destructiveness. There is something happening in the Highfields. There's something happening in Leicester. There's something happening in the UK, in Africa, the Caribbean, America, Brazil, France, Germany, Australia, wherever there are black people in this world. And it demands that we take sides. It's not between good and evil, right or wrong, black and white. No, this is not a race issue. It's between whether we are going to live in servitude and rely on others to resource our development, or if we're going to take our destiny in our hands and work together and resource our development ourselves. Brothers, sisters, friends, never again must we allow ourselves to be so unstructured in our community, so exposed that any one individual can pull our community from pillar to post. Never again must we allow our community to be so vulnerable, so unprotected, that any one individual can hold our community to ransom. We must protect ourselves from those individuals who will seek to impose themselves on us because they feel they know what's best for us. Brothers, sisters, friends, have we really sunk so low in our community that we need the council to come and organize our community? Have we? Or is this the ultimate act of insult that any one individual can inflict on his or her community? You see, the council doesn't hate us, neither does the council love us. The council has one primary objective, and that is to govern the people of Leicester as best it can within the framework of the law laid down by central government. And if we're doing what the council wants us to do, then they appear to be our friends. If we decide we want to develop our community in ways that the council doesn't agree, then the council make life difficult for us. They find our weaknesses and work on them until we conform to their will. And in that sense, the council is a very divisive organization. If we really want the council to support our endeavors, then we need to have individuals at the table where decisions are being made down at the council building. Yes, never mind what the council officers said, we need to be at that table where decisions are being made, because it's the councillors that have the powers, not the officers. Brothers, sisters, friends, the African Caribbean Citizens Forum is a useful tool to have in our community, but it's only as good as the people who are running it, the resources available to it, the support it gets from us, and the number of councillors that we have sitting at the decision table down at the council building. You know, it is really time that we begin to appreciate that we have got to be the one who puts in the major part of the resources when it comes to developing our community. And it is time we start beating each other over the head because there are differences in our community. Differences are healthy. You know, I know that there are people in our community that says Lois and her team are doing really well with the African Caribbean Citizens Forum based on the limited resources that they've got. And there's others in our community that are saying they should have done a great deal more with the African Caribbean Citizens Forum, given the length of time that they've been there. There's nothing wrong with that. Difference of opinion is healthy, as I said before. I also know that there are people in the community that also say they could do better if they were running the African Caribbean Citizens Forum. I also know that there are people in our community that say those people who are claiming that they could do better would never ever run the organization any better than Lois and our friends are doing it at the moment. You see, some of those people that are claiming that they could do better, they were employed in the forum. They were also employed by Luca, and they didn't exactly set our community alight with their brilliance when they were employed in these organizations. Brothers, sisters, friends, our community is made up of a range of opinion and people. We are one people. There are fat people, thin people in our community. There are black people, light-skinned people, mixed-race people in our community. There are high flyers, low flyers, rich people, poor people, gay people, straight people. Our community is made up of a range of different people, and we need to work out ways of harnessing these differences and get it to work for us instead of using it as a tool to drive us into the ground. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.